If there's one group of people that can shut everyone else down in a political debate, even if you give them a huge list of facts for why their point of view is, let's not mince words, utterly ridiculous, they can still KU the hell O with this game over line.
Oh, you'll get it when you're older, mate.
How is age a substitute for reading?
No, I'm not talking about my age. I'm talking about just before you get dementia, you'll have this sudden moment of clarity that...
Oh, bugging me dead. The Conservative movement is nothing but a bunch of narrow interests serving a select group of billionaires. Gough Whitlam was right. Which is good news for me as I'm back in the 70s now. La, 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 la. And much like the business they didn't have the courage to invest in the 90s, they will block out anything you counter with to the point that even you'll feel like saying,
I can't make these budge.
Small business owners.
Made me way in this crazy world by walking the straight and narrow. So I'm going to do the same with me ears and listen to the straight and narrow. And I know from me listening that if it wasn't for Labor's debt, I would have voted for him. But I care too much about Australia to learn how to pronounce the name properly. Nah, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Everyone knows we live on a giant continental ashtray with Soldier Boy's head in the middle of Uluru forever crying out, "Ya, trick ya!" And I refuse to let bloody Labor destroy a country as beautiful as that with debt.
Amazing economic insight coupled with amazing economic word use.
Labor's debt. That's all you need to know to make an informed decision about national economics. It can be summed up in 2 words.
Well, you've got it, because small businesses love... What is it, our voting-based little piss ants?
Things to be small.
Armed with the highest quality economic information, a slogan, these hard-working corner store owners break their backs by sitting on poor quality stools, hunched over day in, day out to keep an ever-vigilant eye on the daytime programming of Channel 10. The quality of my life is perfectly reflected by my TV reception. Shit. The ever-wily small business owner can't be tricked by spin and knows that the Liberal Party's characterisation of national debt being exactly the same as your house budget is the most truthful depiction of huge macroeconomic concepts and events that are the result of uncontrollable global financial conditions. Small business owners cut to the chase and realise that Labor's to blame because
you maxed out Australia's credit card.
Hey, they maxed out an imaginary credit card? What a mind screw! Thanks for making it so simple that I could equate national debt with my own personal debt on a bunch of shit like popcorn makers, this lewd shirt from Granny May's. Worth the money, still makes me giggle. It is just amazing that you can compare global events to my personal borrow of a life experience. It's like marsupial moles could vote, and the Liberal Party started advertising that, while on their way to solve the global financial crisis, Labor walked into meetings day after day after day.
Naive!
Stop Labor's footsteps. As the macroeconomically enlightened beings that small business owners are told they are by the Liberal Party and sadly believe and understand,
you don't reach economic nirvana by reading about economics, you get there by repeating the ancient mantra of the sages over and over of Labor's debt, Labor's debt, in the self-employed plumber's equivalent of meditating in a cave, which is wrangling turds out of a toilet. I like to think of it as literally shit quality Play-Doh.
And anything that's pro-Play-Doh is pro-small business because the majority of them are family run and that's the way, they like it. Still burdened with the exact same problems as Neanderthals who would hate to see any harm come to them or their family, but when it comes to the rest of the planet's population...
Look, you're really not getting this yet, are you? Small business owners think small. Family unit small. Better protect the family.
Super suspicious of debt because it
comes from outsider, not family tribe.
Despite usually getting out alone to start up their business in the first place, and even with that slogan level understanding of economics, where they're abhorrently mistaking national debt with their own personal debts, these people can draw on at least one instance from their own life experience where going into debt put them in a much better position.
But Labor didn't use that money to help us grow, right? They used it to give money to dead people that undeniably, when you look at the figures, it also saved my job and kept the national economy ticking over in the middle of a global financial emergency, the likes of which no one has seen for 70 years. And also, in the thick of that, continued to build a national broadband network that would have created tens of thousands of highly skilled jobs for Australians that are now getting shipped off over to Asia. And now under the Liberal Party, all you have is double the amount of national debt racked up in 5 months instead of 5 years. But when the Liberal Party doubles the national debt in less than 6 months, when we're not in the middle of a global financial crisis, so it's purely the result of poor budgetary management. Don't seem to hear you talk about the national debt at all anymore, do I? Oh, get over debt. Everyone's got some, mate. It's a very minor issue when it comes to economics, mate. Stop thinking so small.
Small business owners poorly lecturing you on economics. Can we have our change, please?
Please press the subscribe button now.
Come on.